Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Legend of Dragoon. My name's Cody, and in today's episode we're going to be going through some trials and tribulations, though not of the attorney kind. We're actually going to be getting a few challenges. You can see up at the top there, there are some correspondingly coloured little circles there with the elements of our main characters. Well, for the most part. I'm a bit iffy about one of them. So please ignite the Psychedelic Bomb with your courage. So the idea here is that we want to get all of these challenges right. We're going to have each playable character of ours go through a separate challenge. And, you know, to power up this Psychedelic Bomb. So, yeah, they're all going to head into their respectively coloured portals, except for Albert, whose portal, look, he's green is his element, but that looks blue, right? That looks blue to you? I'm not sure, because blue and green are the colours where there are sort of colours in between, the teal and all this kind of stuff, and then you ask people if that's blue or green, and then they sort of, they give different answers. So that looks blue to me, but maybe to someone watching that looks green, but that's not actually the point of any of this. The point is that they've all headed off to their challenges. It gives you control. It gives you control of Dart again now, so that you can save if you want to. If you're playing along, you should definitely save because there's options. But if you're playing along, congratulations! You're very dedicated to my hectic schedule over the past 5 years of uploading. If you're trying to keep up with me, with my on and off uploading where I disappear for a year and a half, then good on you, because that's amazing. It's a miracle. In any case, yeah, so this is a good chance to save, because you want to get all of these answers right. So we start off with Kongol's challenge. He's being taunted. He's being taunted by Rose. But Kongol says, "No, you're not Rose. That's Rose changed. Congo and Rose both changed." And here's another figure from his past. Emperor Dole. We have not seen this guy since the end of Disc 1, for good reason. The reason being that we killed him and took his Dragoon spirit to give it to Haschel. So have you found the leader who replaced me? We have the option of swinging the axe or taking Dole's sword. So, see, everyone's going to have to go through a challenge. Everyone's going to have some choices to make. In the case of Congo, his challenge of courage is dealing with the past, because obviously he used to be one of the bad guys back in Disc 1. Real courage can be obtained when a person is released from the bonds of the past. You know, he was actually the reason Dart transformed into Dragoon for the first time. You get Dart can run around between these, but there's no reason to, apart from if you want to save. We're starting the next challenge. Okay. Who is next? I think it's in order of who went into the portal, so if you're paying attention to that, I believe it is now Miranda. I see you're giving me a challenge. Let's get it over with. Don't be so hasty, Miranda. You're hasty. Have a short temper and are hopelessly annoying. You really have a short temper. You can see she is shaking her hand. She's clearly trying very hard not to just punch Buckle in the face. I have a question for annoying Miranda. Why are you here? For our friends? For the world? For Queen Teresa? I'm going to choose my friends, but this was a bit of a trick question in that, well, I suppose trick question is probably the wrong word for it, but all of the answers were right. That was sort of just it was an easy question. I lost, so Buckle die, but that may not be the actual test of courage that Miranda has to overcome. Without Buckle, this space cannot exist. You die too, Miranda. Where am I, Buckle? Answer me. Yes, Buckle and Miranda died. Don't tell me I died. I'm still alive. Look, I still have my hands and feet. See, that's a good reason to use 2 exclamation marks in a sentence, Miranda. When people say you've died, but you can clearly see that you have hands and feet. Look, now Miranda vanishes, same as Buckle. So, yeah, this is, Buckle is, I guess, here to be annoying. Are you scared? Afraid? Want to cry? You can choose I'm ready for death anytime, or I cannot die now, which is the correct option. Miranda still has things left to do. Miranda can't just go off and vanish when there's still a world to be saved. Buckle's mean. That's what Lulu took away from this encounter. The person who knows the time of their own death has real courage. That means, I too have some courage. Alright, so who is next? I think it might be Albert? Yep, here he is. Minister Noise, someone else we haven't seen in a few discs. Your Majesty Albert, this is an emergency. I was called by Mr. Savan. Sergio was in danger. For those of you who are forgotten what happened a long time ago, Albert's actually the king of Sergio, the area we were in Disc 1. The mysterious Eastern tribe is deploying an army around the border. Cowardice, they took advantage of your absence. Return to Indul's castle at once. Your people are waiting for you to come back. Well, do we go back for them? Or do we say, no, we don't have a choice. The world is at stake right now. I'm a Dragoon before I am a king. Minister Noish, please attend to the matter of the invasion. Do everything possible to avoid a fight. That's right, don't worry, there's no such thing as an Eastern tribe. Well, fair enough. So yeah, Albert's courage is in weighing the world's crises against his own people's, but making the cruel choices is the responsibility of a king. So that's, yeah, that's true. Once you get into a real position of power, you have to make cruel decisions where you're like, should 30 people die here that I know, or should 300 people, be saved, or all this kind of stuff. So who's next? I think it goes in a specific kind of order, from left to right, alternating. So I think it's Meru. I think it's Meru is the next one up. Then Haschel, Rose, and Dart. Hey Meru. Meru starts by looking around excitedly, and then going, "Nothing's here, boring." That's our Meru. Bar down. Oh, it's Babby Vegeta. Hey Babby Vegeta, I came back from the Infernal World to get revenge for my sister. I'm an annoying Vegeta who only knows how to die. Are you interrupting me, Garaha? Garaha? Garaha. Now you're defeated, Vegeta. So yeah, you cannot die here. Make amends with your death. My sister admired you. How can you still live after taking the life of my sister? I still cannot die. I can't do anything if I die, even make amends. So, that's right. We've had, Mary's got a lot of regrets, but she has no choice but to keep moving forward. Death does not make amends. Making amends only exists in life. We surely saw the courage of Mary, who knew and chose to live. Alright, a couple more here. We've got Haschel, who his should be quite interesting if you're aware of his backstory. The completion of magic requires both the material and heart of the person who uses it. It's like raising disciples. Here's a familiar scene. We've seen this a couple of times now, I believe. This is Haschel's daughter sparring with the blonde girl. I think Haschel's daughter is the one with the grey hair. and she wipes out this other girl because she was acting in anger, and Haschel chases her out of the village, and that was like the last time he saw her. Then he went on a 20-year voyage to find her. So that's Haschel's backstory. And Claire left Rouge. I saw it through the mirror with Spino. If you could erase all your memories and go back to that moment, could you stop Claire? No. I couldn't stop her. It was the best I could do. That's right. Accepting the past. It shows courage too. Yeah, Haschel has to deal with accepting that the things that are 20 years gone are 20 years gone now. He has to move on and say, I made the decisions I did then with the best of my ability then, and now I'm doing what I can now. And here we've got Rose. I would often think about it. The thing we are doing, namely Charlie creating the Charlie sphere, the Signet sphere. She should have named it the Charlie sphere, because good inventors always get things named after them. I prepared for the coming evil day with the new Signet, Moot, and the Psychedelic Bomb, and waited until the moment. The road to destruction laid by the creator Soa was supposed to be absolute, but evolution was stopped by us, Winglies. I would often think about it. Well, you've got a lot to think about when you're stuck in a dead city for 11,000 years, huh? So this is, it's meant to be Rose's trial, but it's more like Savan's therapy session, because, you know, we're mere people. People should just live in the present, because it means living for the next present. So yeah, the reason this is just Savan's therapy session is that there's no point giving Rose a challenge, because she's obviously proven her courage for the last 11,000 years, and he knows that. She's got some of the most courage of anyone. And now there's only one person left. You're the last one, Dart. Are you ready for the last challenge? Always. It's the last. Pour your courage into the Psychedelic Bomb. Here we go. Shana, is this an illusion? It's the possibility of the future. Dart, are you having a heart attack? Dart? Dart, what are you doing? There we go. The sword. I cannot control my body. Oh, I see. So he's shaking because he's losing control. You have to take up swords against Shana. Stop it. Shana is the moon child that gives birth to the god of destruction, as well as being Dart's significant other. If you have to take up swords against Shana, what are you going to do? So here's the tough questions. So do you say, what should I do? Do you say, I'll save Shana no matter what, because I'm a main character and I don't have to make tough decisions, because I can always take a third option. That's the thing about main characters. Whenever it's like, they get one of those like Sophie's Choice kind of options, they're always like, I'm going to choose a third option, which is becoming stronger to beat you. But that's how we all enjoy it, I suppose. Savan went ahead to see the results. I hope our courage will be able to make the Psychedelic Bomb. It's the creation from thousands of years of effort by Savan. We have a huge responsibility. Now we can wait for Zeke at the Signet Sphere. We all know what that means, don't we? If we can stop my dad in this city, the world will be saved. That's it. Let's go, Savan's waiting. So we just created a very strong version of the Psychedelic Bomb. And that's pretty cool. And I'll show you how it works in the next exciting episode. See you then.